Alright, yeah. What's up, YouTube? I just thought I'd make a quick short video pertaining to like a lesson I learned, and before I get into it, I just want to explain like how I came to like this kind of like epiphany that I feel like has kind of changed the trajectory of my life. I was basically traveling earlier this summer, and during that time I was traveling, I spent a lot of time to myself, like in solitude, and I took an entire break from like technology, this world, and just the overall bombardment of unnecessary information that we all face. Like I'm sure you guys know it, Snapchat, Instagram, YouTube, any social media are really just like information in general that we're constantly overloaded with that we don't need. What it does is it prevents us from having any saliency in thought, and it prevents us from being able to actually think for ourselves and to basically be able to ponder upon these thoughts. And I realized that when I was finally like bored. When I was bored, I had all these like negative thoughts coming to me, and I started really thinking about some things that were happening to me in life. And to overstrip, something bad really happened to me. It really made me think about like what I'm trying to do with my life. And so I guess that was a bit of an exigence of this, that combined with like solitude. And while I was thinking to myself, I kind of determined that my experience in life is determined by three things. And I think that's the same thing for everyone. It's firstly effort, purpose, and intention and focus. Intention and focus kind of goes together. And what I mean by this is effort is how much you try. And really it's just like how long are you willing to work, how much genuine honesty and motivation and just effort would you put into anything you do and anything in life. Next up is but before I go into that, like while one can have effort, like I feel like in my life I put a lot of effort into a lot of things, such as like academics and athletics and sports and whatever. Effort without any direction is just like you can run in circles. I'm sure we've heard of so many people that like put so much effort into something that is fruitless. So then there's another thing, which is like intention. It's like, what do you intend to do with this? And with this intention, I also mean like focus. What is your intention with? Actually, no, I mean that by focus. Yeah. What is your purpose? What is your purpose for doing this? What is your purpose for doing all this hard work? Because intrinsically, you have to be able to satisfy that reason in your head in order to really push through the barriers and push through your boundaries of discomfort. You got to be able to tell yourself that like, oh, I'm going on this run and I'm pushing it to like 5 miles so I can get in better health, and not just so I can get in better health, so I can push past my barriers and become a better person. Why do I want to become a better person? So that I can improve like how good of a person I am when compared to other people in this world. Like that just could be a thought. Like I want to have like I want to be ranked higher amongst other people. I want to be in better shape. I want to be seen as strong and powerful. And then you got to ask yourself why you want to be seen as strong and powerful. Like, oh, are you insecure? Or, oh, do you want to take care of yourself for the right reason or for the wrong reason? So that's why setting your purpose, your overall intrinsic purpose, is so important. Because when you set that, it applies to everything in your life. Not just like, oh, when you're going on that run, but oh, when you're literally like raking out your yard, raking leaves in your yard, when you're doing your homework, or when you're spending time with your family, when you're doing literally anything, you have to define your purpose. And once you do that, you got to live life by that purpose. When you do anything, you're driving your car and you're like, I'm driving this so that I can get to this place, so I can do this, so I can do this, I do this, which ultimately tie back to your main goal in life. The problem I had was that like my purpose was entirely like selfish. Like if I think about like what the goals I aspired to was all for like kind of like myself, and like I never really cared for anyone else around me. But I kind of failed to realize that like I had my whole family who brought me up in life, and I was just basically only looking out for myself and never really had any intentions on like providing back for them. And I was forced to like confront this. Going back to the thing I said earlier, you got to spend time in solitude to confront these issues and confront these big reasons of why you do things in life. So yeah, you got to define your purpose. And then lastly, what I feel like is very important, and what a lot of us in this world aren't doing, and what I'm actually what I'm trying to work on right now a lot, is my intention and focus. So what I mean by that is, oftentimes, let's say you're eating food. You cook up some food for yourself, you set your water and everything. What do most people do? I thought I was actually the only person who did this, but I think a lot of people do this. You know, you turn on your TV, you get out your, you know, whatever, your phone, you get your iPad or whatever, and you put on a show, you watch some YouTube or something while you're eating. So now, if someone were to ask you, hey, John, what are you doing right now? You say, oh, I'm eating food. No, but no, you're not. You're not eating food. You're eating food while at the same time you're splitting your attention and watching TV. And so you're not having focus. You are not doing things with the right intention. You had the intention to eat, but then you deviated from it. So that's not the same intention anymore. And so this applies to anything. When you do anything, and you know, this word, I'm just giving this advice to myself, is to do things with the intention of doing only that, and doing that to the best of your ability with the most focus, and tying it back to your purpose. Not you know, walking down the street on your phone, not even going to the gym and, you know, like checking your phone in between sets and everything like that and dicking around, not studying and checking your phone every 10 minutes, because what that does is, even from like a selfish perspective, is it prevents you from getting into that flow. It prevents you from fully engrossing yourself in whatever you're doing, because you know that within you, you have the ability to do great things, but you yourself are being your greatest enemy by preventing yourself from tapping into that flow state, from fully investing everything into what you're doing at that current moment, being present. And this is something that's even driving. A lot of people, you know, that listen to music, and even me, like I used to listen to some podcasts and stuff while driving, just to kill the time. And like, while that may be appropriate in some circumstances, when you drive, you want to do it with your best ability. Of course, to be safe on the road, but you want to drive with the sole intention of driving. I know driving is kind of like a weird example, but like working out, or when you're spending time with your family, you want to be able to fully just be present in the moment and not have anything else on your mind. Because really, as humans, we're not good multitaskers. Like, you can't multitask. And so when you're constantly like checking your phone, and you're allowing your body, you're allowing your brain to be bombarded by information, which is not even your own fault. It's literally like these massive conglomerates that are begging for your attention. Because your number one resource you have, or I'd say two, is your time and attention. If you can lock those down, if you can really be very careful with what you give your attention to and what you put your time into, you will ascend far beyond a lot of other people in this world. And that's what I'm trying to do right now as well. Like, even like, if you just go on YouTube, like all these YouTube shorts and Instagram, whatever, like that, Instagram reels, they're just trying to like show you useless information and take up time, the amount of time you spend on that app, so they can get your money, they can get your information, everything like that. So if there's anything you get from this video, I just hope you ponder upon the thoughts I just said for a good bit, and think about it. Think about what you are really trying to do in this life. Not just like something selfish, but something beyond you. What you really want to do. How much effort are you putting into whatever you want to do? Are you doing enough? What can you be doing more of? What can you be doing less of? And then just to be more conscientious of what are you doing when you set out and to do something, when you have the intention to do something. Are you having other things in your mind? Are you allowing yourself to be plagued by other information or other distractions? Anyways, guys, this video is a bit more drawn out than I wanted it to be. I try to make my videos typically really short. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please do leave me a comment. Tell me what you guys thought. And yeah, please just have a good rest of your day. Stay productive. Goodbye.